Okay, I'm now going to go through how to take on a Dane-axe with a spear. So I'm going to grab my Dane-axe because I've just done exactly the same with a hand weapon. But I'm aware you might not watch that video. And I'll run through what the Dane-axeman is thinking first, and then I'll talk about how we want it for test and the best way to beat them. And after that we will I'll make other videos to cover how to fight them and how to do a bit of display against them, because that really should come in at this level. Okay. So my first comment is a bit of a plea. When you're doing your test, and Dane-axeman sets up distance, probably far enough away from the camera to hit with a sword. My axe will go well past that. You know, that's comfortable shoulder width apart. Probably a little further than shoulder width apart. He's going to want to go here, and he's going to want to start back here because he's doing big swingy shots. When you're doing your test, when you're fighting a Dane-axeman, don't step closer. It's in a competitive fight, it's his job to stop you getting closer. In a display fight, in a test, all you're doing is making him walk backwards. I've been in the situation, and every Dane-axeman who's ever done testing has been in the situation where they've moved 3 times and then told the person doing the test off for following them. We know how long our weapons are. They are, this might surprise you, longer than a sword or a hand axe. And you've seen how long my hand axes are. It's still twice that length. Okay. Right, so what a Dane-axeman doesn't want to do is he wants to twist his back. Doing that continually is going to lead to a bad back. It's going to lead to not fighting. It's going to lead to problems. So every attack, if he's standing this way, every attack is either head or on the defender's left. So come over, shoulder, side, leg. So I do the same. I come from this side, head, shoulder, waist, thigh. Now the other one is of course the thrust. If I'm starting from back here and I do a thrust, I'll still step through and I will land the thrust with a classic 2-part move. So the main thing you get from this is doing a display fight against Dane-axe, doing the control against Dane-axe. He's already told you which side he's coming from. That allows you to relax a little into the fact that, particularly at a test, he's not going to do anything fancy. There are tricks you can do to display at a high level, but a test isn't competitive. We'll talk competitive in another video. Right, so what's the difference between taking down a Dane-axeman with a single-handed spear rather than a hand weapon? A couple of things. One, depending on exactly where you hold your spear in the centre third, you might have a little bit more reach, which gives you a bit of an edge. Back in the old days, before we had to do the centre third, we would tell people that actually had more reach than a two-handed spear, because you could be out here. You can't do that anymore, but you can be here, which gives you a little bit more reach. The other thing is you are far more likely to find yourself thrusting. This is a good time to practice the go past and draw back blow, because you're both going to be moving towards each other. And remember, wrist and elbow bent to a degree. That's the maximum thrust. You know, they're not like that. So the footwork, however, and the shield position are exactly the same, which is great, isn't it? So, if he's coming in on this side, take up my fighting stance, I lower myself down, and as he steps to there to put the blow in, I step to here, and I bring my spear round, past him, and draw back. It's just there. The high shot, I meet him there. One thing you have to do, one of the things we look for in the test, it's one of the very few specific things we look for in the test, is your body has to be out of the arc of that axe. So stepping to here is pointless. You'll fail. You need to be here. And you know, quite often when I say I'm fighting Dane-axe, I put my shield there, not here. It's because my body is out of the way of the blow. So your axe, the axe head should really be past the edge of your shield. Or your shield shouldn't be in front of your body. And the low is just exactly the same there, covering my leg. Again, this side, you've got two choices. The really simple one is, as he sets up, is to change to put your offensive foot forward and just do exactly the same moves you with the other side, but you need to bring your spear under or over and land the blow. Or you can shuffle step. So I go there, bring my spear under or over, go. But remember not to go on a flat plane so your spear is hitting the person in the head or thrust them in the face. But it's there, or there. To me, the overhand feels more natural, but where I target here, I note a slight tendency for it to go across. So you might want to go underhand for safer, but whichever feels best for you, whichever you can do safely, you should be able to do them both safely if you're doing the test. Okay, that is a very theoretical, very quick run through. I will talk about fighting in another video, and I'll talk about a little bit of display in another video. Okay, thank you.